Time is such a precious commodity, and we only have a certain amount of it. I want to give you some numbers here that'll probably blow your mind. Maybe you've considered it before, maybe you haven't. But I want to put this in perspective for you. We've mentioned it several times, but I'm going to extrapolate it out for you a few more layers. Think about this. There are 24 hours in every day, 1,440 minutes in a day. Every minute counts. 10,080 minutes in a week. There are 7 days in a week, 365 days, of course, per year. If you were to have 70 years of productive living, a great life of 70 years, you would have experienced 25,550 days, 613,200 hours, 36,792,000 minutes. The question is, what do you do with all that time? It sounds like it's just, man, I've got all the time in the world. But the truth is, you wake up one day and you realize that time has slipped away. Time is gone. Where did the years go? Where did the hours go? Where did the minutes go? Where did the days go? Every day is a day that you can do something toward that which God has given you to do. Every day you can make measurable progress in an area of personal growth, business development, working on that idea, that invention, or whatever else it is God has you focused on in your life as it relates to your own personal destiny. But understand this, nothing that you do will ever take place outside of the context of time. So here's the piece. If all I have is time, and my time is somewhat limited, then it makes sense that I must be intentional about how I manage my time. So let's talk for a moment about intentionality. I will tell you that if you have no plan for your time, then you will get up every day. If you're like me, you'll roll out of bed, put your feet on the floor, sit there for maybe 30 seconds to a minute and try to get your conscious mind aware and awake. You'll get up, and if you're like me, you'll run off to the bathroom, because that's usually my first stop. And then you'll begin to think about, what do I have to do today? Well, if you're flying by the seat of your pants and you're allowing your days to be managed just by happenstance and by whatever comes up next, I'll just take care of that in the moment. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be about 15% productive compared to what you could be. But if you sat down every evening or even every morning and really were intentional, okay, I have 8 hours of productive work today, I have this appointment, I have my kids to take care of here, I have this to do over here. So you block those times, but then you say, how do I spend the rest of my time so I can get the most accomplished? I'm not just talking about honeydews and grocery store trips and things like that. I'm talking about productive time, creative time, time that you are actually moving toward goals and things that you're trying to achieve in your own journey. So intentionality has to do with this. It has to do with, I must be intentional with my planning, with my structuring of my time, and with the stewardship of my time. So watch this. One of the big things about managing time is learning how to say no. If you're like me, my phone rings 1,000 times a day. My email inbox bings at me about 45,000 times a day. And if every time my phone rings or every time my inbox beeps at me, I stop what I'm doing and I readjust and go to that, then I am not being a good steward of my time. So I have to think about, am I going to allow distractions and accommodate them, or am I going to say no to some things, even if it means turning my mail client off on my computer, even if it means putting do not disturb on my phone to where my phone doesn't even ring, it goes straight to voicemail. Whatever I have to do to manage blocks of time, I have to be intentional about it, because no one's going to steward my time like I can steward my time. So learn to say no. Learn to be intentional with that which God has given you. Time is a currency. It's a tremendous treasure. It's a commodity. Spend it wisely. Invest it wisely. And you will find your life being so much more fulfilling and so much more productive and so much more successful. My name is Brian Holmes. I trust this has been a blessing and a help to you. I look forward to seeing you again really, really soon.